I was watching as much spring football this past weekend as I will this weekend, and we'll be here going full throttle, tracking as much as possible. But when you bring up 54,000, why was anyone making fun of that? I saw Clemson, I saw Florida State, I saw Michigan the week before, I saw name brand schools. Nobody had close to 54,000 in the stadium.
It's just a down number for Nebraska. I mean, usually they got 60 or 70 and close to 80 sometimes for the spring game. So it's a sign of the times. Still you're talking about a team that hasn't been winning lately, and the economy's not doing very well right now. But you did have, going into Friday, there was 51,000 sold. So I think they had close to 4,000 walk-ups on Saturday too, which isn't bad. So it to Nebraska fans, it's kind of disappointing if the place isn't full. But you still couldn't tell that it wasn't really full, and they didn't even allow anybody to go up to the third tier on one of the sides of the stadium anyway. That was closed off. So yeah, it was actually and it was a good atmosphere. People had fun. The weather was decent. It was mid 60s and a sunny day, so it was a good time. And I think people were just a little bit disappointed in that you didn't get to see an actual football game, and they didn't even tackle the ground until the second half when there was all kinds of people in the game that you've never heard of. But that's the way it is. They accomplished what they wanted to accomplish, and they got out of it. And all in all, I think the weekend, it turns out as an A+ because you can get all these recruits on campus, and they can see the construction going on the whole new facilities and stuff. And I mean, it's pretty amazing. And you go back to a guy like O'Shawn Mathis who gives you that same old spew that you get from about any kind of a top-ranked prospect coming in to visit Lincoln, Nebraska from wherever in the country. That they say they expect to see cornfields everywhere and see like about 2 miles between houses and stuff, and then they come away actually impressed that Lincoln, Nebraska is actually a real city and there's things to do here. So yeah, it's pretty cool, and that's always like we've talked about so many times. It's the key to get these guys here on campus, get them the experience, and especially you give them a game day experience on top of it. I mean, it's pretty hard to beat.
How close is Omaha to Lincoln?
I can be there in 40 minutes in my
Okay.
car.
I've never been to Lincoln. Been to Omaha.
75-mile-an-hour speed limit, and you can push that up to about 84. So yeah, about 40 minutes.